I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties. And I wouldn't wanna break them, I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after all the silly things you do. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down.
she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain. When you hear that same sweet song again, will you know why? Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes open. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
Thanks for coming, y'all.
say that my behavior's unacceptable, so condescending and necessarily critical. I have a tendency of getting very physical, so watch your step, cause
Twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Are you ready for some Potters baseball? Potters baseball brought to you by Stone's Broadcast Networks. And now for the play-by-play, here is Mark the Phantom Lowe.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. It is indeed lovely Lincoln, California tonight, as it's a beautiful night for a ball game, and we've got a ball game. It's the Lincoln Potters 9-0 on the season against the Peloteros, who are playing their second game. They lost last night in their first one to the Potters right here 7-2, and we've got game 2 of the series coming up tonight. We got all kinds of things happening tonight. But first, I am Mark the Phantom Lowe. That is Evan, Big E, who's running the controls right now. The voice you heard was Stones McCoy. Hopefully he can make an appearance tonight. He is too busy solving crises all over Placer County and the Sacramento area, so hopefully he'll be able to come on by and join in on the festivities, because we got great festivities tonight. The right-hander Drew Brown out of Sacramento, California, and Charleston Southern University will be on the mound for the Potters. He is making his second appearance. He started back on the 31st of May. He got a win at 4 innings, 5 hits, and 4 runs, and he got the win in that game. He walked 3, and he struck out 3. He will take on a Peloteros lineup that starts with Chris Fisher, the center fielder, then Dante Ruggiero, the catcher. Andrew Wasselchuk is the left fielder batting third. Cody Ferrante is at first base in the cleanup spot. Cruz Lopez bats fifth. He plays third base. Timothy Smith is your DH batting sixth. It's Rain Miller, the second baseman tonight, hitting seventh. Levi Van Patten is out in right field. He'll hit eighth. And Devin Savala is the shortstop tonight. He and Miller switching spots from last night. Savala bats ninth. Gavin Gard is the right-handed pitcher from William Jessup University that will be on the mound for the Peloteros. And here is Drew Brown, and here is the first hitter, and it's Chris Fisher. And we're ready to get underway on Hispanic Heritage Night, and I have maracas, however you call them. I got all kinds of crazy stuff up here. It is just going to be a great night. We got kettle corn, we got hot dogs, we got everything going on. And Brown delivers, and we're underway. And look out, Chris Fisher go down to first base. I don't think that either Brown or Chris Fisher saw the game beginning like that, but Fisher will go down to first base. He was on base last night 3 out of 4 times. He had a couple of hits, he had a walk, and he was hit by a pitch, so he was on 4 times last night. And so his OBP is very good this season in the leadoff spot. It'll bring up Dante Ruggiero, who had a couple of hits last night, came on in the 6th inning, had a double and a single. And he'll foul that one off. and it's 0-1. Jerrio out of Sierra College came on last night, blasted a double in his first appearance, and then later singled. 2 of the 8 hits that the Peloteros had last night off Potter's pitchers. Andrew Ballantyne getting his 3rd win of the season. He went 4 innings and gave up 3 hits and 2 runs. That is a nice-looking fastball in there for a strike at 90 miles an hour from Drew. Andrew Wasselchuk, who was a big problem yesterday, is on deck. 0-2. Fisher, a threat to go. At first base, he stays put. The next pitch is down low as Brown gets to 91 on the gun. And unfortunately, the umpire doesn't know this stadium, and he's going by the scoreboard out in center, so he's going to turn around and correct the count about 200 times tonight. Too bad he couldn't watch our broadcast with E running the scoreboard. He's got it all under control. That ball's lifted high up in the air. Bland goes out at shortstop. He is calling for it, and P makes the catch for the first out. So Ruggiero is out on a pop-up to the shortstop. Let's look at that defensive alignment for your Lincoln Potters. Ryan Jackson's out in left field today. It's Mads Madsen in center and Chaz McNeilis over in right field. Luke Euler at third, Perrin Bland at shortstop. It's Cameron Moore at second, and Aiden Dioma moved over to first base. Ethan Johnson behind the plate for Drew Brown. And the Potters, and here's Andrew Wasselchuk. He singled, he homered in yesterday's game. In inverse order, he homered in the first inning. Right down the right field line. There's a nice fastball at 91 for a strike. Hit it right down the line. I thought it was foul. It hit the extension of the foul pole down there at the 314 mark. And Andrew had himself a pair of RBI and a home run. He later had an infield single and, to put it inelegantly, an outfield single to go 3 for 4. There goes the runner. The pitch is outside. Johnson's going to throw, is going to hit the mound, and Fisher is in. Kind of thought he was going to take off. It was just a matter of waiting his turn and probably figuring out that Brown's going to be occupied. His thoughts will be occupied with Mr. Wasselchuk. So Fisher took off, and he is in there at second base with a stolen base. Andrew from Monterey Peninsula College by way of Sierra College. And he slices that one foul out in right field. First great thing that happened tonight is the parking lot Potters were back in action. I've got a plate of ribs and corn and potato salad and watermelon. Oh, man, they outdid themselves. TJ is the man under control. Last night, Don was here, which was great. We saw Don last night. He came up and was talking to Willie, and it was great seeing him. And now TJ comes through with the great menu tonight. Wasselchuk swings and misses an off-speed pitch. He is out on strikes for the second out. He was backing into the on-deck circle. I thought he was going to try staying up there, but he's not. The only problem with TJ having the food, he had to get somebody to help him get it up the stairs. Here's Cody Ferrante. Cody out of Sac City, and he is in the cleanup spot today. Did not play in last night's game, left-handed hitter. He's got Fisher right at second base, and he's got a strike call on the inside corner. Brown consistently around 90 and 91 miles an hour. He hit Fisher, got the pop-up from Ruggiero, and got the strikeout for Wasselchuk. And he spaces Ferrante here with 2 outs in the first. That's a good-looking pitch, but it misses outside. Just got a lot of good zip on the ball, does Drew Brown. He's a Sacramento guy. Charleston Southern University. Mascot, no idea. We'll get the mascot guy on it. We need to know that. It's a nice-looking pitch right there. It's called strike 2, and Ethan Johnson gives the nod. Like, yeah, that's what I want, Drew. Gives him the old nod. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the left-handed hit in Ferrante. Outfield straight away and medium deep. Swings and misses. Nice job by Drew Brown to pitch around the hit batter and the stolen base. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It is the Peloteros nothing and the Potters coming to bat.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of inning number 1, it will be Gavin Gard on the mound for the Peloteros. He is out of William Jessup University, and he'll face a lineup that includes Ryan Jackson, who's back in the lineup, leading off and playing left field. Perrin Bland, the shortstop, at second. Then Chaz McNeilis, the right fielder tonight. Chaz is out in right. He'll bat third. Aiden Diom is in the cleanup spot. Then Ethan Johnson, the catcher. Cameron Moore at second base. Quincy Malbrough is our designated hitter, batting 7th. Luke Euler's back at third base. He'll hit 8th, and batting 9th in center is Mads Madsen. And Drew Brown, as we said, is on the mound, and here is Gavin Gard. Right-hander delivers, and he gets a strike at 85. Drew Brown out of Charleston Southern, which is, as Evan found out, the Buccaneers. So we have 2 Buccaneers because Jackson Henderson from Shelton State, also the Buccaneer. I like that name. Hit sharply out towards shortstop. That's Sabala comes up with it. Across the diamond by a step, he gets Jackson. And first out is recorded. Perrin Bland will be the hitter. Let's look at that defensive alignment. We talked about Sabala at short. Rain Miller is at second. They swapped spots from yesterday. Cruz Lopez at third. Cody Ferrante at first. Tante Ruggiero behind the plate. Andrew Wasselchuk is in left. Chris Fisher in center. Levi Van Patten is out in right. Here's Perrin Bland hitting .500 on the year, 16 for 32 with 2 home runs and 13 RBI. A big chopper to third, backhanded nicely by Lopez, all the way across the diamond, and he got him. Bland thought he beat it out, but give Lopez credit for an excellent play over there at third base. Cruz out of Olon College made a great play to get Bland, who stopped right after he got past first base. I don't know how you can run to a pass and then stop so quickly. And that brings up Chaz McNeilis. He's out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He's been doing some DHing. He's out in right field tonight. And he checked swing and back against the backstop. So that is in foul territory, I believe. 0-1 on McNeilis. He's followed by Aiden Diom, who was moved around to first base tonight. Big guy out of Roseville. 0-1 on McNeilis. He takes inside. I got to give that guy credit right there. He's got 2 hot dogs, and he's also carrying like 3 containers of watermelon. I mean, that guy, he did some great work over there. That means he doesn't have to go get the food the rest of the game. He's already done his trip. McNeilis takes outside corner, call strike. Up to 88 for Gavin Gard. I've got 2 quick groundouts here and some good plays by his defense, which was a sore spot for the Peloteros yesterday, committing 3 errors. 2 of them led to runs for the Padres. McNeilis takes down low for a ball. Peloteros got some excellent pitching last night, especially from their relievers. I think they had 6 relief innings and only 5 hits in those innings. Jazz takes high and inside. And just 1 run after the first 2 innings, and that was a single run in the 3rd inning. So the Potters were quiet, the bats quiet for the final 5 innings of last night. And the Peloteros bats were quiet for the last 8 innings of last night. Jazz takes down low. Good at bat right there, working the base on balls from Gavin Guard. So McNeilis will go down to first. That'll bring up Aiden Diome. Aiden, 7 for 15, 467 on the season. He has a home run. He has 8 runs batted in. He's out of Roseville, headed to the University of Arizona, and he's playing at first base tonight for the Potters. Check swing, and it's down low. Potters skippered by Eli Garcia, who's not here yet because his Roseville High team was playing the NorCal section title game at 4 o'clock, and Willie informed me that they are indeed victorious. Won that game 4-2, so Roseville NorCal champions. Congratulations. That's why there's no Garcias here yet. Isaiah, who's coaching the Peloteros, was at the game, and of course Ray, the unofficial mayor of everywhere, was at that game. Probably on the field somehow. I don't know how you do it. So congratulations to Eli and Roseville. Sharp grinder out towards second base. Rain Miller goes to his left, handles it easily to first, and that's the end of the first inning. We go to the second, no score.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve, and getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PFAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump.
And we are back, top of the second inning. Cruz Lopez, Timothy Smith, and Rain Miller, the first 3 hitters against Drew Brown. Yes, we had a little bit of extended break, and kudos to E for figuring it out and throwing in some extra commercials. As the great thing about Hispanic Heritage Night, amongst other things, is that we have the Hispanic dancers. I don't know what the name of their dance troupe is. I apologize, but they come out, and the 2 best things about them, number 1, they're fantastic. Number 2, they do their routine until it's done. And I don't care how many people are ready to play baseball. We are not done with our dance, and we are going to finish our dance. So tip of the cap to them. They were absolutely fantastic. Although I wish they wouldn't do it behind home plate when the guy's warming up. It scares me a little bit. But they were great, and they did their dance, and it took as long as it took. And we are back. 2-1 count on Cruz Lopez, who was 1 for 2 last night. Takes, and that's ball 3. Lopez followed by Timothy Smith and Rain Miller. We are in the top of inning number 2 on another perfect night for baseball. That one misses outside, and Lopez is on. Cruz out of Alone College already has made an excellent play out in the field. And here's Timothy Smith, who was 0 for 1 last night as the DH. Actually, he was the first baseman last night. He was 0 for 1, but he got 3 walks. So he was on base 3 times. He is DHing tonight for Peloteros, as they have moved Cody Ferrante in at first base. So a stolen base in the first inning for Peloteros. Let's see if Cruz Lopez tries his luck. First pitch is fouled back to the screen. Timothy Smith coming on, I believe, Sierra College. Yes, he is. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander, Drew Brown, who has hit a batter. He's walked a batter, and he struck out 2 batters. Early on in this one, that's a nice fastball. 0-2 on Timothy Smith. Rain Miller will be next, and I believe he's the dog batter tonight. I think that's what Willie had all of his charts and stuff, and I think that's what he came up with. It's almost like an oceanographer and stuff. He's got all these charts that he looks at to figure out who's the dog batter. He's got, past performance. He's got back of the guy's little league stats and everything. I mean, it's comprehensive, I'm telling you. 1-2 now on Timothy Smith. Lines that one foul over the left side, way over the grassy knoll out there, which is pretty populated down there. Actually, there's more than I thought. Got the kids zone way down the left field line. Is that a castle? There's a bounce house. I think that thing is a is that a grinder out towards short. Bland underhand to second for 1, over to first. Nice throw, but it goes through the glove at first base of Aiden Diome. So Smith is safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. I don't think you can give an error on a double play like that unless the umpire has already made the out sign at first base. I think it goes as just a fielder's choice. But I'll have to talk to all my scorekeeping people about that. But I don't think it would have been an out, but it went through his glove. I don't know that you can assess an error on a double play like that. So I will not talk about it out loud and go do my research and figure it out. I have a pending error, perhaps, is what I have. I got E working on it, and that's all I need. Rain Miller is your dog batter tonight. If he strikes out, it's half off Dueling Dogs down at the Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar, or the good place to get a beer bar, whichever name you like. Rain was 0 for 5 last night. Played some great short stuff. So 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 pitch outside, 1-1. These two teams will conclude this series tomorrow at 1:05, our final Sunday afternoon game, a Military Appreciation Day, of course. And That's a 105 first pitch. Then we'll match up with them again next week. That's popped up. Center fielder coming in, that is Madsen, but it's Bland calling it, and he'll make the play. Left fielder Jackson kind of run up the back of Farron Bland, but Bland held his position and made the catch, so no strikeout, but an out, the second one of the inning, and it'll bring up Levi Van Patten. Van Patten was 0 for 2 in yesterday's game. He started the game in left field. Left-handed hitter. He comes out of Yuba College. Devin Savala, the number 9 hitter, is on deck. But it's all about Levi Van Patten here. Brown's pitch, a strike. Right at 88. Been 88, he's been 92. Might have touched 93. Piper the Peacock walking around. Kind of just getting into the flow of the game. Chopper down to first base. No, it's going to have to be the second baseman making a tough play, and I don't think he's going to make it. Guillaume decided to get to first and let Moore try to come over. Cameron made the play, but he didn't have any chance to throw against his body. If he backhanded it, I think it would have gotten either away at first, but it wouldn't have been in time. Van Patten would have beat it out. So he'll get an infield single. That'll move Tim Smith over to second base and bring up Devin Savala. He was 0 for 4 in yesterday's game. Devin out of Cosumnes River College. The Nighthawks or the Hawks, I'll take either one. Fouls that one back to the screen, 0-1. Oh, and 1. Look out, that's inside. Turns away from it, evens the count at 1-1. Just a great night for baseball. Great crowd out here checking out Hispanic Heritage Night. You get a ball game and you get the dance troupe, and we've got incredible specials all over the place. Margarita's $8. Are you kidding me? Slice foul down the right field line. I mean, that's just some of the stuff we got. And E finally tried the kettle corn, which they make down at Fat Cat, where they make the greatest dogs in the world. And he's raving kettle corn. He's like the kettle corn man now. I got to call him KC because he's loving the kettle corn. I tasted it. It's actually quite tasty. But he and Willie just love the stuff. That's slice foul again. He also got himself a hot dog. I think I kind of put the idea in his mind. I implanted it. And he is a very simple guy. He gets ketchup and he gets mustard. But, and I'm not a ketchup on hot dog guy, he does it like his design is perfect. Popped up out of play again. It's like the double helix, the molecule. He's got like a little windy trail of ketchup, and he's got the windy trail of mustard that intersects with the ketchup. Very neat, very simple, very tasteful. Respectful, one might even say. And I bet tasty, too. Nothing like the Fat Cat, huh? That's one of the things you notice. That's one of the things you learn right away when you come here. Nothing like the Fat Cat. Outside. And, as you and I were talking, if you don't want to do hot dogs, you got Sabores de Mexico down there, and they do a fantastic job. The nachos, the quesadillas, the taco, whatever you need. They do great work down there. The food court is fantastic. Fastball, call, strike 3. So a hit, leave 2, but we go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's Peloteros nothing, Potters nothing.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Sports fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Bottom of inning number 2, it'll be Ethan Johnson on the at the plate for the Potters, and I believe that Peloteros has changed pitchers. We started out with number 35, Gavin Gard. I believe that's Landon Rowland, number 36, also from William Jessup. I saw somebody warming up down in the bullpen, but they are very similar body types and obviously similar numbers, 35 to 36. But we're going to go with Landon Rowland, and the pitch is grounded out to second base by Johnson. Miller scoops it up, goes to first for the out. So first out is Ethan Johnson, who's coming in 5 for 20 with a home run for the Potters, and Cameron Moore, who's having a tremendous summer, 10 for 20, 500 batting average, and he has a home run as well. Cameron out of Cameron Park and San Diego State University, Del Oro High School as well, and he'll be the second batter in the inning. He shows bunt as the pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 on Carson. Maybe my imagination. He moves a little closer to the plate after that one was a strike. That one is not a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Quincy Malbrough, tonight's DH, is on deck. Potters with just a single base runner in the first inning via the base on balls. That one is down low, 2-1. So Landon Rowland takes over for Gard. Gavin goes 1 inning, gives up a walk and nothing else. Outside to Cameron Moore. 3-1 now. Sun still a factor for third base, shortstop, and left field, primarily left field. 3-1. Moore hits a line drive into right field. That's a clean base hit. Got the breaking ball and jumped all over it, did Cameron. He's got himself another base hit. And he's at first base with 1 out. First hit for the Potters, and here's Quincy Malbrough, the designated hitter out of Loomis, California, and Purdue University, batting at .444, 8 for 18 on the summer. He also had a 5-hit game earlier in the summer, so that was pretty good accomplishment there. Got him a Player of the Game award, and I think rightfully so. He got 5 hits. Cameron Moore also had a Player of the Game. He had 2 triples, and that is, you don't get that very often. You don't get 5 hits very often. I would be intrigued to know which one is more often, Evan. 5 hits or 2 triples? The great thing now is you could look up anything. No balls and 1 strike. The shaved ice is you always move units. Shaved ice never goes out of style. Speaking of Max, he had a massive shaved ice in his possession the last time he came up here. And he puts condensed milk on the top or something. Makes it look like a sundae. It's a pretty good trick. Pretty good hack, as the kids call it. 1-1 coming up to Quincy Malbrough. Moore at first base, not a big lead, and he does not go. Malbrough watches that one. That's a good take right there by Quincy. Just misses outside. but it looked like a strike for about, I'm going to say 58 feet, and then tailed off, maybe 59. 2-1. Luke Euler, batting 8th tonight, is in the on-deck circle. Malbrough lifts one down the right field line. Van Patten is giving chase into foul territory. He's not going to get there. And it drops near the Potters bullpen, which has no residents at the moment. So Levi has to come all the way over and pick it up. And he'll go back to his spot, and it'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Again, congratulations to Roseville High School winning that NorCal section title. 2 triples is more rare than a 5-hit game. Thank you, Evan. That is, I think I would have said that. But, yeah. That's in the dirt. That's a fine block behind the plate by Ruggiero. That one would have gone back to the screen and allowed Carson Moore to make it to second base, but he's still down there chatting with Cody Ferrante at first. We are full count at 3-2, so I think Cameron will probably take off. That's my guess, and he does. That's sliced down the right field line, down where the parking lot Potters. And what a great feast they prepared today. The ribs, potato salad, corn on the cob. Nothing really better than corn on the cob. That's one of those things that's up in the pantheon. And, of course, watermelon. TJ delivering it. Well, having help delivering it. And we thank him, and we thank Don, who's not down there today, but was yesterday. Marlboro laces one into right center, nobody there. Moore around second. It was bobbled out in the outfield, so Quincy's going to pick up and go. And here comes Cameron Moore. He's going to try to score, and he will. So Cameron Moore scores all the way from first base. He was running on the pitch. Marlboro's going to get a base hit. He goes to second when it was bobbled out in center field. And Moore kept going and scoring. Potters take a 1-0 lead. Don't think you can give Quincy an RBI on that because I don't think Cameron scores if the ball's not bobbled in right center field. So I think it'll be an error on the center fielder. But nonetheless, the run scores, and Cameron just never stopped. He just kept on going. Here's Luke Euler, a sharp grounder out to second base. Rain Miller bobbles that, picks it up, goes to first, and pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So the same thing that bit the Peloteros last night, doing it again. That'll be an error on the second baseman. Going to third is Quincy Malbrough. And now Euler is at first. 1 out of the inning, and the number 9 hitter is Mads Madsen. So Mays Madsen, he is out in center field tonight. He lets that one go, and it's right in there for a strike at 83. See if Euler wants to take off. So a couple errors in the inning for the Peloteros. First in center field, then at second base. And Landon Rowland's going to have to get some extra outs here. There goes the runner. The throw's going to second. Here comes the runner in from third, and he will be safe at second and score easily. So rarely do you see the double steal work that good, but it certainly did there. And the Potters scored their second run. That's an excellent throw by Ruggiero at second, just not in time to get Luke Euler. And coach of Peloteros thinks it was in time to get Luke Euler, and he's going to have a word with the base umpire. Probably, I thought he was out, would be the word he would say. And there, and E is all over this one as they're face-to-face out there. It doesn't look that heated, though. Kind of diffused the situation. Probably kind of frustrated because his team has put themselves in this situation as much as anything. And Mays Madsen now with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. He is 2 for 7 with an RBI on the season out of Franklin, Tennessee. Strike that. That doesn't sound right to me. No, St. George, Utah. Franklin, Tennessee is Lyndon Edmonds. Come on. Know your players. Utah Tech University for Mays. It's a fly ball into short right center field. Right fielder coming over, makes a diving try, And he made the catch. The tag at second, I would check that tag, but I think he probably tagged up. That's a great catch in right field. That's Levi Van Patten making that play, and that was a definite gem out in right field to rob Mays Matson of a base hit and maybe extra bases. Euler tagged second. As soon as he saw the catch, he took off to third. See if they're going to appeal that. Doesn't look like they will. So Euler is over at third base, and we go to the top of the order, Ryan Jackson. Ryan is at 350 after grounding out in the first inning, and he takes on the outside corner for a strike. Just an excellent play by Levi Van Patten. He timed that one coming all the way in from straightaway right field and made that play in right center field and got up and threw right away. That's line down the right field line. Should be a fair ball, and it is. Jackson around first, and there's another play. Van Patten throws to second, not in time. The ball gets away, but I think Ryan is going to stay where he is. He'll get an RBI, the third run for the Potters as Euler scores. And Jackson delivers the double and picks up the RBI. That is his fifth of the summer. So the Potters making the Peloteros pay for some mistakes they're making. They're hitting the ball solidly. Peloteros with 2 errors in the inning. And now Perrin Bland comes to the plate. He is grounded to third in this only appearance. Comes in at 500 on the season. 2 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Sharp grounder into the hole, into left field, a base hit. I think they're going to stop. No, Jackson. Ryan looking a little hobbled, so he's going to stay where it is, and that ball gets away from the catcher, and that'll make Bland go down to second base. So third error of the inning. It is a base hit for Bland, of course. Jackson, normally I think he would go. That ball was hit very hard, but it didn't look like Ryan was moving very well. Here's Chaz McNeilis. Got a base on balls his first time up. Potters with 4 hits in the inning. They've scored 3 times, and Chaz swings and misses. Been aided by 3 errors by Peloteros. McNeilis, the 8th batter here in the inning. Check swing, and it's a strike. It wasn't really, he just kind of thought he was going to swing and then just didn't swing at all, and that went right over the middle. 0-2 quickly from Rowland. Swings and misses. He is down on strikes, but the Potters score 3 times in the second. We go to the third. They're on top 3-0.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Potters scored 3 times in the second. They lead at 3-0. We go to the third at McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low along with the Big E Evan on the controls. Willie Preston, of course, is at the PA. He's doing a fantastic job as he does each and every night. Chris Fisher, the top of the order, takes outside. Chris hit by a pitch on the first pitch of the game from Drew Brown. He was still in there for the Potters. One ball and no strikes. Fisher takes the strike, 1-1. I want to mention A.J. Farley, who's sang the national anthem today. Did a great job. I heard some country twang in that voice. I think we have a future Grand Ole Opry star. We have some great performances in the national anthem. We have great ones all the time. Last year, this year, every year. Brown delivers outside. Fisher hit by a pitch. He was on base 4 times in last night's game. A couple of hits, a hit by a pitch, and a walk. And he's ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. It just seems like he has some sort of aversion to going back to the dugout right away. There is a call strike. 3-2. Fisher's bat was in the air, I think. It's like when you're in the airplane. I was in the air when that happened. His bat was in the air when the call was made, and it was a strike. Now he faces a full count from Drew Brown and fouls it off. Took a giant swing at that one. Actually, it was a foul ball. Oh, I see. I thought they were applauding the foul ball, but they were applauding the strolling troubadours down there, who were separate from the dance troupe that was here already, which I hope they're going to have make another appearance later on in the game. Full count again. Lined into left field, and there he goes. He is allergic to making outs, and he's on base again. His time with the base hit, second hit of the game. Make that first hit of the game. No, make that second. I knew it. Van Patten had an infield single. And that will bring up Dante Ruggiero, who had 2 hits last night, popped out to short his first time tonight out of Sierra College. Chris Fisher, also Sierra College. Looks like Aaron Bland's moving around out there, seeing who's going to cover in case Fisher goes. And he went in the first inning, and he went last night. So popped up right side out of play. Andrew Wasilchuk on deck. We are in the top of inning number 3. Lots of stuff going on. Hispanic Heritage Night. We got dancers. We got troubadours. We got all kinds of stuff happening. Big E has discovered kettle corn. Breaking ball is high. He's also shown me his hot dog approach, and I was definitely approved of it. Although, I kind of pulled back on the ketchup, but he didn't use a lot of it. Just enough to make this little design. That is inside. Also, maybe even more exciting news, Papa's Coffee Company, which is down to our right down the first base line tonight out of Wheatland. They have come through on their pledge, and there is that's lined into right field coming on, and it's in front of the right fielder, McNeilis. He throws to second, almost gets Fisher, who had to hold up because it looked like it was going to go all the way out to Chaz. But Ruggiero has himself a single, second hit of the inning, and with nobody out, here's Wasilchuk, who homered in yesterday's game. Anyway, Phantoms Go With The Flow is at Papa's Coffee Company. Can you confirm that, Evan? He was down there and he saw it. Now, I don't know that they have the name on the little sandwich board there. I will speak to Becky about that. But I got it. It says Phantoms Go With The Flow. It's delicious. It's a mocha. It's got some whipped cream. It's got a shot of... I don't know. The scientists work on this stuff. I don't. But you can go order it if you want. That's popped up. Johnson thought he might have a chance at it, but it is up over the tarp, or on the tarp. Of course, you have to know it's there to order it, so that might be difficult until I get it listed. But I got to say to Becky and the crew down there, thank you very much. If you want Papa's Coffee Company to come out and take care of you for some event or something that you need coffee for, it's 916-247-2403. And they are excellent, and they are very easy to work with, as obviously evidenced by the fact that I've got my own drink. Swing and a miss. Does that make me a little bit biased? Sure it does. If you had your own drink, wouldn't you be biased? Okay, thank you. Wasselchuk now 0-2. He struck out in the first inning, a home run and a couple of singles last night for Andrew, who was out of Monterey Peninsula College, MPC we call it. I'm thinking they're probably the Falcons or the Eagles. Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes again. So Brown has Wasselchuk's number, at least so far. Big out right there. Maybe even more importantly, as Cody Ferrante strides to the plate. He struck out his first time as well, but Fisher singles and Ruggiero singles, and now the big strikeout from Wasselchuk. And here is Cody Ferrante. Sac City College. I think Willie said he also did some time at Sierra College. Left-handed hitting first baseman. Bland dancing behind the runner. That one is a little bit too low. 1-0. Cruz Lopez follows Cody. Potters with their Mexican or Hispanic heritage jerseys. It says Los Patorales on it or something like that. That one gets through the catcher and going back to the backstop, and on the pass ball, runners will move up to second and third. That is a big play right there. They're both in scoring position. Takes the force off as well. And it's 2-0 to Cody Ferrante. 4 strikeouts so far for Brown. He's hit a batter and he has walked a batter. Giving up 3 hits now. He's 2-0 on Ferrante. 3-0. Ethan Johnson behind the plate. Euler at third, Bland at short, Moore at second, Diome at first. Jackson, Madsen, and McNeilis in the outfield for the Potters. And Drew Brown on the hill. Lashes at the 3-0 pitch, hits it out to left field. Ryan Jackson goes back. He'll make the catch. The tag at third, he will score easily. And the Peloteros have put a run up on the board here in the third inning as Fisher crosses the plate. Sac fly for Ferrante. And that's something you'll see more often than not in summer play. Just because it's 3-0, if the batter gets a ball he likes, he's going to go ahead and cut at it. Staying at second base was Ruggiero, and now Cruz Lopez, who walked his first time up, comes to the plate. Left-hand hitting third baseman. Pops it up, out of play. I guess if you're Drew Brown, you'll take a sac fly over a walk. Load the bases with just 1 out. They did score a run, but now 2 outs. You shut down Cruz Lopez here, then you'll get out of the inning with just a single run. In the dirt, that one's blocked very well by Ethan Johnson. Keeping Ruggiero at second base. Bland with a left-handed hitter up is closer to second than is Cameron Moore, the second baseman. So Perrin trying to ensure that Ruggiero doesn't get too much of a lead, which he's doing right now. Here's the pitch. At checked swing, and it's down low. Good take right there by Cruz Lopez, who comes to us out of Malone College. Last night, Cruz was 1 for 2. Potters won last night 7-2. That's down low again. 3 balls and 1 strike. Potters, I don't see anybody. Have you seen anybody out in the pen there? I have not either. Lined into left field. Jackson has a beat on it, reaches up and makes the catch. So Lopez hit the ball well, but fortunately for the Potters, right at Jackson and left. Peloteros put 1 up on the board in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. It is the Potters 3, Peloteros 1.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military.
Welcome back. Bottom of the third inning. Thanks to Evan for getting the camera on the Brazilian dancers and the incredible drum corps they brought out with them. And they are just like, you don't tell somebody with a headdress to stop. You just let them do their thing, man. Incredible part of Hispanic Heritage Night. And they're kind of dressed like Irishmen, but they are a drum corps. And I don't know the name of the drum corps. I just know we have Brazilian dancers, and we are all better for it. It is the bottom of the third inning. Aiden Diome, Ethan Johnson, and Cameron Moore. A trio of left-handed hitters up here against Landon Rowland, who relieved Gavin Gard after an inning and was touched up for 3 runs in the second inning. He is out here for another try with Diome taking a strike. Aiden grounded out to second his first time up. That was back in the first inning. Swings and fouls that one off. Quickly 0-2. Landon Rowland from William Jessup University, as was Gavin Gard. Like maybe Aiden took one off the foot or something as Ruggiero goes out to talk with his pitcher. Nate Kujawski says, I'll deliver the baseballs myself. He might be running the show. I don't know if Eli is even here yet. I haven't seen Ray walking around after Roseville's big win to win the NorCal title. I believe Division 3 as outside. So, man, what Eli has done with that team in a couple of years is just amazing. Back-to-back section titles and now a NorCal title. Here's Diome with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Lifts one high in the air to left field. Wazelchuk reaches up and makes the play. As fortunately for Andrew, that area is bathed now in shadows for the most part, and it makes it a lot easier to make a play on a ball like that. And Diome is retired. And Ethan Johnson, who also grounded to second his first time up, will be the hitter. Ethan out of San Jose, California, University of Missouri. Left-handed hitting catcher. 5 for 20 coming in with a home run. Potters with their Hispanic Heritage Night jerseys on, and they are fantastic. And there's a strike. Very colorful. Reminds us of the Wood Creek Little Leaguers last night, who had 3 or 4 different colors in theirs. I think the Potters really pull it off. Again, we talk about it. We have like 5 or 6 unique uniforms for the Potters. As Johnson takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Rowland pumping the strikes here in his second inning of work. He got Diome on a fly out to left field. And now he is ahead of Ethan Johnson. Cameron Moore to follow. Johnson takes outside. No, he was not outside. Ring him up. Strike 3 call, and Roland with 2 quick outs here in the third inning. And here's Cameron Moore, who's came in batting .500 and laced a single to right field his first time up and scored a run. So Cameron has been doing it right. And the left-hand hitting second baseman out of Cameron Park will step in here with 2 outs now. That is outside. 1-0. Quincy Malbrough, the designated hitter, is on deck. If Cameron can get something started here. Swings and misses at that off-speed pitch. 1-1. Rolling another big guy. He's about 6'3", I would say, out there. Big right-handed pitcher. One ball, one strike on Cameron Moore. Sails outside from Landon. 2-1. So I got my own coffee drink. We've got Hispanic Heritage Night, Brazilian dancers, Mexican dancers, drum corps, kettle corn. Hit well to right field. If it's fair, it is foul ball. It was definitely an if it's fair one, because Cameron got all of that one from the get-go. The sound of the bat told the story. Fortunately, the story was the fact that it was foul. So he'll come all the way back. Yep, Evan discovers kettle corn. I get my own coffee drink. We've got entertainment out here like you don't believe. Dancers, drum corps, Brazilian dancers. And again, if someone's wearing a headdress, you don't mess with them. You don't go, hey, headdress person, time is up. No, you don't. You let them get done. And we're lucky to have them. 2-2 on Cameron. And that's called strike 3 right down the middle. So a good inning for Roland, a pair of strikeouts. We go to the fourth. Potter's on top, 3-1.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of inning number 4. Drew Brown still out on the mound for the Potters. He's gone 3 innings, given up 3 hits and 1 run. He has struck out 4 so far, and he'll go up against Timothy Smith to start off the 4th inning. Timothy reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. 0 for 1 with 3 walks in last night's game out of Sierra College. He went around on that one. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Rain Miller follows him, and then Levi Van Patten. Here in the 4th inning, Potters leading at 3-1. Second of a 3-game set against Peloteros. That's lifted high. Foul out of play to our left. And the great Ray Garcia, the mayor, unofficial mayor Oh, Ryan Stevens is here. You bringing in like thousands. Where'd you get all these kids? Is that why you had to retire from coaching? Because you had all these kids? Sure, why not? Go ahead and sit right there. What's your name? Laney? Okay, go ahead, Laney. Sit down. Come on up, sit down. You a big Potters fan? Of course you are. Now, who's this here? Oh, that's Pikachu, huh? Yeah, but he's not usually pink, is he? No, I didn't think so. Anyway, sorry, I was talking to Laney. It's Timothy Smith is the batter, Laney, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Welcome up to the press box, by the way. Chopper out toward shortstop. Bland on the hop will have to hurry, and he does, in time to get Smith at first base for the first out. Rain Miller will be our hitter. He is the Dueling Dogs batter. Is that a speaker out there? Yeah, there's a speaker. Right there, yeah. Rain Miller is the Dueling Dogs batter before I was so rudely interrupted, and if he strikes out, is 50% off Dueling Dogs down at the Good Place to Get a Beer bar down the first base line. So Ryan Stevens and his daycare are here visiting us, and that's, who is this now? Knox. Oh, I like that name. Hi, Knox. How you doing, buddy? Say, what's up? Oh, he's got, hey, give me 5. You are who? Sienna. Okay, very good. Can I write this down? Because there's a lot of people. Sienna, Knox, Laney, and now my pen's out of ink. Who else do we have? Who's this gentleman? Oh, I know him. I know that guy. We know him, don't we? He's kind of weird, though. 2 balls and 1 strike on Rain Miller. He lines one out into center field. Going back is Madsen, still going back. He's at the track, and he makes the catch. So Miller put a charging one, but just not quite far enough. And his second out of the inning is recorded. Levi Van Patten will be the hitter with 2 outs. Potters lead this one 3-1. We are in the top of inning number 4. Do you like the view from here, Laney? Can you see pretty well? See everything? Yeah. It's pretty good. That's in there. Down low for a ball. 1-0. You're welcome. See you later. That is outside. I thought Ryan would do me a courtesy at least of sitting down himself, but he's going to take a. He's got the daycare working, and he's out of here. Potter legend, the manager for, I'm going to say, 5 years, maybe 6 years, 5. 3 balls and no strikes on Van Patten. And that is ball 4. He'll go down to first base. One on, 2 outs. And here's Devin Savala. Devin is at shortstop tonight. First time up for Devin. He struck out looking. Brown delivers a strike. Third free pass given by Drew Brown. He's got 2 walks and a hit batter. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. 0-2. Chris Fisher on deck, and he is a problem, so you want to get Savala here for the 3rd out of the inning. Swung on and missed. And a tag will be applied by Johnson, and Brown comes through with another strikeout and leaves Van Patten at first. We go to the bottom of inning number 4. Potters on top 3-1.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
After another great performance by the dance troupe, we're ready to go on with the bottom of the fourth inning. Landon Rowland back out on the mound, the right-hander for Peloteros. He'll face Quincy Malbrough, Luke Euler, and Mays Madsen. Malbrough with a single and a run scored back in the second inning. Quincy takes down low for a ball. 1-0 out of Loomis, California. Starting off the bottom of the fourth here on a beautiful night. Hispanic Heritage Night. We've had dance troupes, we've had Brazilian dancers, we've had drum corps. It's been a very eventful 4 innings, or 3.5. Chopper foul by Quincy. Might have got a piece of Quincy, so he'll kind of walk that off. 1 ball and 1 strike. See, now there's a guy that went to Saboros to Mexico right there. He's coming back. Nachos in one hand, entree in the other hand. That man is headed toward a fine meal. Where is he sitting? Okay, over down the first base line. Umpire was actually smiling, so it is a weird night out here. One ball, 1 strike. Rolling from the windup. Delivers just a little bit too low for the umpire's liking. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Ray Garcia, proud dad, is here sporting his Roseville gear as Eli's Roseville Tigers win that NorCal title game. Line drive, base hit left field. Past a diving Savala at shortstop, and Quincy's got his second hit of the night. Potter's 4th hit, first outside the second inning, and it will bring up Luke Euler. Luke reached on an error by the second baseman back in the second inning, stole a base and later scored. And he is up here with nobody out in the bottom of inning number 4. Malbrough, good lead over at first base. Wheeler swings and misses. 82 miles an hour on the pitch from Roland. Quincy looks like he wants to go. He doesn't go. The pitch is a strike. 0-2. I think Luke might have thought he was going. Let that one go by. It looked pretty good. At the knees over the middle of the plate. Quickly 0-2 on Luke Euler out of Rockland, California. University of Nevada, Reno. They're trying to chase Marlboro back a little bit. At first base. We'll go back over and do it again. But Marlboro is back easily. This time with the dive head first. Weather takes the ball. Roland having a little trouble with the hat. Can't keep the hat on. Outfield straight away pretty deep for Luke Euler. In right and center especially. That is a balk call, I believe, against Roland as he was on the rubber and then kind of looked over at the base runner and stepped away, and the balk instantly called by the home plate umpire. So Quincy's at second base now. Still a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Has no bearing on the count. Euler swings and misses. That is the third strikeout. Make that the fourth strikeout for Landon Roland. And he'll face Mays Madsen, who flied to right field. Actually, it was a line drive to right center that Levi Van Patten made a web gem-worthy catch on, diving to his right and making the play in right center field. Robbing Madsen of probably extra bases, and Mays takes high for a ball, 1-0. Out of St. George, Utah, and Utah Tech University, the Trailblazers out in center field for your Lincoln Potters tonight. Watches that one on the outside corner. Call a strike, 1-1. Marlboro being held on basically by Savala, the shortstop, with the left hand hitting Madsen at the plate. So Quincy not able to get too much of a lead out at second base. Madsen chops it foul down the first base line. Ryan Jackson, the top of the order, on deck. One and two to Madsen. Swings and fouls at the plate. He might have got a piece of Ruggiero. And the umpire's going to walk slowly out and hand a replacement ball to the pitcher Roland to give Dante a chance to recover his equilibrium a little bit there. Maybe he got one on the hand, it looks like. Coach is going to come out and say, hey, why don't you throw a couple of balls back and make sure your fingers are all right. Dante's a catcher, so he's inclined to say, no, I'm fine. It's in the catcher's credo, or creed. Probably both. Umpires taking a while to clean off an already immaculate home plate. One and two. In the dirt, blocked by Ruggiero. 2-2 now. Potters up 3-1. They scored all three in the second inning. Peloteros scored their one in the third inning. We are in the bottom of inning number 4. Landon Roland came on in the second, pitching his third inning. No activity in the pen right now. High fly ball center field. Fisher have to go to left center, being blown over. He's got it. The tag by Marlboro. He's going to try to get to third. He might have left a little bit early. He is safe at third. I would check that if I'm them. Let's see if they do, and they will. And he is called out at second base. Yeah, he left a little bit too early, and that's a double play that'll take the Potters out of the fourth inning. We go to the fifth. They lead it 3-1.
Potters fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Top of the fifth inning, Potters lead at 3-1. Leading it off is Chris Fisher, which is bad news for the Farmers' fifth, because if he makes an out, if the leadoff batter in the fifth inning makes an out, any which way, then it's half off Farmers Brewing Company down at the good place to get a beer bar. But Chris Fisher has not been out in quite some time. He is 2 for 3 last night with a walk and a hit batter, so that was 4 times on base. He's been hit and singled in today's game. So he's been on base 6 times already in this series, and he checks the swing, and it's in there for a strike. Potter fans, the thirsty ones, are hoping we can break that curse and get Mr. Fisher retired here. And Drew Brown is out for his 5th inning of work, is ahead 0-2. Fouled out of play. Fastball still at 90 for Drew. He is out of Sacramento, California. Fisher pops it up, right center field, a little farther than a pop-up, but it's the center fielder Madsen makes the play, and everybody rejoice. 50% off Farmers Brewing Company down at the Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar. Dante Ruggiero is the hitter, and good thing that we see that Dante recovered from his momentary injury behind the dish in the bottom of the 4th, so he is ready to come out and hit again. He has popped a short, he is singled. Had 2 hits last night, so Dante is 3 for 4 in the series so far. Takes a strike from Drew Brown. That one is grounded back to Brown, and he makes a little bit of an excuse me catch and makes the play. And that is 2 quick outs here in the 5th inning, and brings up Andrew Wasselchuk, who has struck out twice in this game. Pitch count from my guys, Max and JPL over there, tell me it's 81 right now for Drew Brown, which I think is the most pitches the Potters pitcher has thrown so far in the summer. And it looks like he's still on the top of his game as that breaking ball is swung on and missed. Cody Ferrante, the cleanup hitter on deck. Wasselchuk homered last night, had 3 hits, but he struck out twice today. Swings and misses at that breaking ball again. 0-2. Wasselchuk takes his time getting back in the batter's box. Big right-handed hitter, slightly open stance. Chopper down the third base line, but foul in front of the Peloteros dugout. And we'll do it again at 0-2. That's hit well to center field. Going back as Madsen reaches up and makes the catch, running out towards center field. So Wasselchuk gave it a ride, but Madsen up for the task. And it's 5 good innings for Drew Brown. The Potters lead it after 4.5, 3-1.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Bottom of inning number 5. Potters lead this one 3-1. We've got a new pitcher. His name is Spencer Nelson. He comes to us out of William Jessup University. He is the third pitcher for Peloteros tonight. Guard went 1 inning, gave up 1 walk, and that was it. Rowland 3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, just 2 of them were earned. He didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 4. So here's Spencer Nelson, and he will start off with the top of the order and Ryan Jackson. As the bottom of the 4th ended when Mabro was ruled to have left second too early on the fly ball. And so Ryan Jackson will start us off. Ryan is grounded to short and had an RBI double. His 5th run batted in the season. And he is 8 for 21 on the year. Nelson's next pitch is down low for a ball. Ryan comes to us from El Cajon, California, San Diego State University. Stones, when he was there early in the season, would get on Ryan because he thought El Cajon was by L.A. and he thought he would be a Dodger fan. But it turns out it's closer to San Diego, and they're probably Padre fans who hate the Dodgers. So Stones was a little off on that one. That's fouled out of play. 88 from Spencer Nelson. All 3 pitchers so far, Guard, Rowland, and Nelson, from William Jessup University, which is right over there. 2-1. That's in the dirt. Looks like Troy Olson, number 29, is warming up for the Potters. Troy out of Rockland, California, in Sierra College. As Drew Brown has sailed through 5 innings, just 3 hits and 1 run. And that run was unearned. Outside ball 4. So Jackson gets the base on balls to start the bottom of the 5th and to bring up Perrin Bland. The Potters shortstop is grounded to third and singled, which keeps him at 500 for the season, 17 for 34. He's also got a pair of home runs, and he's driven in 13 runs, which is by far the highest. And Cooper Smith might be next. I think Cooper has 6. I have to double check that. And the throw to first is Ryan Jackson. Looked like he was just going to keep on going over there. So Spencer Nelson, the third pitcher for Peloteros. They trail at 3-1. We're in the 5th. That is a strike. 88 miles an hour from Nelson. Ahead of Perrin Bland out of Meridian, Mississippi. Chopper down the third baseline. It's going to be a tough play of Cruz. He's going to short hop it and won't make the play, and everybody is safe. It's a do or die play for Cruz Lopez, and if he gets it, I still don't know if he gets Bland, so we're going to call that an infield single. 2 on and nobody out here in the inning, and that will bring up Chaz McNeilis, who was walked and struck out. He is out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and he's up here with a chance to do something for the Potters, and Piper the Peacock is right behind home plate, exhorting him on, wanting him to do just that. He shows bunt, takes a pitch, and it's a strike. That was 89, as Evan is practicing his umpire calls. He doesn't care when it's a ball, but when it's a strike, he gives it the right hand. Sometimes laid back, sometimes energetic. You really don't know. That's inside, moves him off the plate. Looks like Jackson Henderson has come out in the on-deck circle for Aiden Diome. One ball, one strike. That's inside. Jackson was going to go. They're going to throw behind him. The tag is applied. He is safe. He must have missed the tag because that throw was there in time, it looked like from here. And Jackson is very fortunate not to be thrown out. It was kind of a half of a steal, and then, I fell down, and then I had to get back, but he did get back. So now it's 2-1 on McNeilis. Fastball is on the corner for a strike, 2-2. So Jackson Henderson will be coming on to bat for Diome. Little nubber down the left side, picked up at third by Cruz Lopez. He makes a nice play and throws out McNeilis at first. Runners move up. 1 out here in the 5th. And here's Jackson Henderson. Has a chance to drive in a couple for the Potters. Aiden Diome was 0 for 2. He flied to left and he grounded to second base. Jackson Henderson, who hails from the lovely town of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And Shelton State, which is, as we talked about earlier, the Buccaneers. The same as Charleston Southern, the school for starting pitcher Drew Brown. Henderson takes outside, and Ruggiero with a fine play to keep that one from going to the backstop. Jackson 6'3", 230. He's up here with a chance to pick up a couple of runs batting, which I think the Potters could really use. As Peloteros have a habit of getting base runners on, especially late in the game. Look out, that's inside. 2-0. Ethan Johnson is next. The Potters catcher. Swings and misses. Got a good cut at that one on a 2-0 pitch. And it's now 2-1. That one is called strike 2 on the inside corner. So Nelson gets in the 2-0 hole. Now he's even the count at 2-2. Runners at second and third. The Peloteros playing their infield back. Just outside. Henderson was a little fooled by that one. Unfortunately for Jackson, it continued to sail and went outside. And he's worked the count full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tomorrow it's a 1:05 game, the last Sunday afternoon game of the summer. Military Appreciation Day as always. Check swing, and he is out on strikes. That one 88 from Spencer Nelson. Bring up Ethan Johnson. Still 2 runners out there for the Potters on second and third. That is Jackson at third. It is Bland at second. Bland picked up the Potters' 6th hit of the game. And now it's up to Ethan Johnson, who is grounded to second and struck out. Strikeout was against Landon Rowland back in the 3rd inning. Johnson watches that one sail outside, but it catches the outside corner. And it's strike 1. Oh and 1 on Ethan. He does have a home run on the summer. That one catches the inside corner. So Nelson moving it around. Took a bunch off that one at 78. And he's way ahead in the count 0-2. There you go. There's some patrons with some kettle corn down there about to experience the delights that you experienced earlier in the evening. Feel good for them, for what's ahead of them. 0-2, and that gets away. And here comes running from third. A wild pitch. Here comes the second runner. The tag is applied, and he's out at the plate. Aaron Bland thought he would sneak in, but he is thrown out at the plate, but not until Jackson scores a run. So the Potters put up 1 here in the 5th. We go to the 6th. They lead it 4-1.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Up a little late here, top of the sixth. Had to take a drink of my own personal coffee from Papa's Coffee Company. The Phantoms go with the flow. It's got a lot of technical stuff in there. I can't tell you everything that was in there, Evan, but it's delicious, and I thank Becky and the people down there for setting it up. And now all I have to do is get it on the board there, on the whiteboard. You know, Phantoms go with the flow. Here's Cody Ferrante starting off in the top of inning number 6. The new pitcher who just delivered a ball is Troy Yeltsin out of, I believe, Rockland, California, yes, and Sierra College. Drew Brown was very good. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. He walked 3. Actually walked 2, he hit 1, and he struck out 5. So a real good outing for Drew Brown, and a swing and a miss by Ferrante, who has struck out and hit a sacrifice fly. So we got activity actually in both bullpens now as we move into the late innings here. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ferrante. Breaking pitch misses the outside corner. 2-1. You can't signal strike on a pitch that's not a strike there. You can't give. I know you love to give the strike call, give the old 2 fingers salute, but no, you can't do that. That's inside and low, 3-1. Yeltsin at 89 miles an hour, but that one not around the strike zone, so Ferrante ahead in the count. He's followed by Cruz Lopez and then Timothy Smith. At least that's who's scheduled next. And that's outside. So the walk to Ferrante, he goes down to first base. Cruz Lopez, who's walked and flied to left, will be the hitter. Left-hand hitting third baseman out of Malone College. 1 for 2 last night. He's up here with nobody out and a runner at first base. Great crowd out here for a Saturday night, Hispanic Heritage Night at McBean Stadium. Check swing, did he go? I thought he did, but they're going to say no, he didn't. They didn't ask me. They would have gotten a different answer. One ball, no strikes. Lined into right field, and that's going to find some green grass down there. It's a fair ball. Cruz around first, headed for second. Here comes Ferrante. He's going to think about scoring. The relay throw's not in time. It's going to go to third. The tag is applied, and he is, I don't know what he is. We have an injury, though. I think that's more important. The tag applied by Euler. I don't know what the call was. The run scored, and it was called out. So Lopez is out at third base. A nice play at second base, getting the cutoff by Carson Moore and getting it to Euler for the out. Scoring was Ferrante. It's an RBI for Lopez. He gets credit for a double. Thrown out at third base, and he gets credit for an RBI as they're still talking to Luke Euler down there. And it doesn't look like it's too serious. Everybody's just chatting. The trainer out there, the coach, Eli's out there. But a big play right there by the Potters, because if they don't get him at third base, it's a runner on third, and it's now a 4-2 ball game. And nobody out. But Timothy Smith will come up with nobody on base. A run is scored. McNeilis got it into Moore, and Moore gunned it over to Euler and got the big out at third base. Here's Smith. Chopper out towards short. Bland's got the big hop. Guns it across the diamond, and Smith is retired quickly. He had a fielder's choice and a grounder to short previous to that, so he is now 0 for 3, and with 2 outs in the 6th, Rain Miller, who I believe is the dog batter. We've already got half off on Farmers in the 5th inning, and now they're going to try to get half off on Doolin Dogs in the 6th as Rain Miller, who last time at the plate, he has popped a short back in the 2nd, but last time in the 4th, he hit the ball deep to center field. Mays Madsen showed some good defensive skills by running it down, but Miller really put a charge in it. And he is 0 for 2 and takes a strike. A couple of strikeouts last night, but pop up in a long fly ball tonight for Rain Miller out of Jessup University. Yeltsin's delivery is fouled back to the screen, so we're 2/3 of the way there. Bon Jovi didn't say that. Oh, we're 2/3 of the way there. No, it doesn't work. Thanks for going with me on that, though, Evan. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, man. Maybe you were just nodding your head anyway to a different beat. That's fine, too. Yeltsin delivers, and it is inside and low. But the umpire could have still called it a strike, right? Just so we get half off beer. I mean, that's okay. Willie's got the track with the big dogs on it. Chopper foul down the third baseline. And we'll go again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 run in, 2 outs here in the inning. Nobody on for Peloteros. Potters 4, Peloteros 2. Troy Yeltsin in the windup. Swings and misses, and he got him. Thirsty Potter fans everywhere, but mainly here, rejoice. But the Peloteros did put 1 up on the board. We go bottom of inning number 6. Potters 4, Peloteros 2.
You are Laborers Rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of inning number 6 out here at McBean. Mark the Phantom Low along with the Big E Evan on the controls. Ethan Johnson's our batter. Big movement in the intern rankings. His page went from 4 to 2 because she was supervising the spinning bat race, and the rule is if the person, one of the people who does the spinning around the bat, lurches onto the field, that intern who's running the contest moves up 2 spots in the rankings, and that's exactly what happened. That guy looked totally lost when he went out on the field. Like he had no idea where he even was. As Johnson slices one down the left field line, and that's a fair ball. Ethan rounds first, heads for second. Wasselchuk chases it in the corner, and Ethan Johnson greets the new pitcher David Tanner with a line drive double to left. That is hit number 7 for the Potters. And it will bring up Cameron Moore. So Spencer Nelson with just 1 inning, gave up a hit, a run, he walked 1, he struck out 1. And David Tanner comes to us out of Sac City College. Gives up the double to Ethan Johnson, who was 0 for 2 prior to that. And here's Cameron Moore, who has singled, scored, and then struck out in the third. Almost had a home run in the third, but it was foul, and then he struck out. So the strikeout's the one that counts. Tanner delivers inside at 85. Quincy Malbro to follow. So Potter fans get beer on 2 separate occasions. There's a double, so somebody gets free double-doubles. Some row gets free double-doubles on the greatest promotion ever. popped out of play. Actually, it's a tie for the greatest promotion because last night you buy a 24-ounce beer, you get a free ride in the Mechanical Bull. Has got to be up there. That's at least top 3 all time. I mean, that appeals to fans of all ages right there. Mostly the ones that are over 21 so they can buy the beer. 1-1 on Cam. 11 for 22. Look out, that's inside on the season for Cameron Moore with a home run, which was called by our guest, Tim McCord of Evanescence. I don't know if he is the bass guitarist or a lead guitarist. I think he's a lead guitarist. Don't want to get that wrong. There's a strike. Two and two now on Cameron Moore. So that was a throw for Moore and a throw for Tim. That's called strike 3. And Cameron Moore had a problem with the third strike, but he had a real problem with the second one. And he is the first out here in the 6th, first strikeout for David Tanner. And Quincy Malbro, who has singled twice and scored once, will be the hitter. He is at 500 now, 10 for 20. Right-handed hitter out of Loomis, California, Purdue University for Quincy Malbro. Quincy chops one up the middle. Sabala is not going to get to it. It's a base hit to center field. Here comes the runner, Johnson. The throw to the plate is cut off, and Johnson scores. So Quincy comes through with his 3rd hit of the day. More importantly, he gets the RBI for scoring Ethan Johnson. That's a big run for the Potters, as they now lead at 5-2. Malbro is 3 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored, and here is Luke Euler. Good to see that Luke, after that, I don't know if it was a collision at third or whatever it was at third base, that he was out for a second, but he is fine and back in the batter's box here. He's reached on an error, scored a run, and struck out. And he takes in the dirt. Nice block by Rogerio. Malbro is a threat to go. He scored on the back end of a double steal back in the 2nd inning. Outside. Two and 0 now on Luke Euler out of Rockland, California. Malbro, pretty good lead at first base, not going. Popped up left center field. Fisher, the center fielder, moving over. But it is the left fielder, Wasselchuk, who makes the catch. And Euler is retired. 2 outs here in the 6th. Bring up the number 9 hitter, Mace Madsen. Madsen is flied to right on a great catch by Levi Van Patten and flied to center. So he is 0 for 2. Swings and misses. Good fastball by Tanner right there. The gun doesn't say it, but I thought it was the best pitch he's thrown all inning. Malbro still over at first base. Now he's getting a little bit more of a lead over there. Bluff's going and the pitch is outside. 1-1 on Mace Madsen. 2 for 9 on the season. Just getting his feet wet here out of St. George, Utah, and Utah Tech University, UTU. Shows bunt. He does have a bunt single this year, but he lets that one go, and it's in there for a call strike, 1-2. A lot of milling around, which is a sign of a good crowd. Lined into left center field. Is that going to hold up? No, it isn't. It's a base hit. There goes Malbro. He wants to get to third. The throw is in time, and he is going to be out. What a throw by Chris Fisher in center field. Hits Lopez right in stride, and Lopez puts the tag down on Malbro, and that is the end of the inning. Madsen gets credit for the single. We go to the 7th inning. Potters on top 5-2.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Top of inning number 7, Potters on top 5-2. Levi Van Patten is the batter. The pitcher is Tyler Vargas out of Rancho Cordova, California, and Wagner College. And that one's lifted into left field, and everybody's going to converge on it. It is a foul ball and it is missed in left field by Ryan Jackson. Fortunately for the Potters, it was foul ball. I think that the problem was congestion. It wasn't anything else, because you had Euler going back, you had Bland going back, and you have Jackson coming over. And by rights, it's Jackson's ball, but he had a lot of room to cover. And it falls in foul territory, so Levi Van Patten will get another chance once he returns to home plate, which is going to be subsequently. He's followed by Devin Savala and Chris Fisher, 8-9-1 against Tyler Vargas. Ethan Benson loosening up in the Peloteros bullpen. He is out of Sierra College. 0-1 on Van Patten. He is singled and walked in this one. There's a chopper out to second base. Wait for the second hop, go to first, and get him by a step. That is Carson Moore doing the honors at second base. First out is recorded here in the 7th, and Devin Savala, who struck out twice, is the hitter from Cosumnes River College. Devin is at shortstop tonight, was at second base last night. Tyler Vargas, the third pitcher. Yeltsin just pitched an inning, and he gave up a hit, a run, and he walked one and struck out one. So one's down the line for Troy Yeltsin. Drew Brown started 5 innings, 3 hits, and an unearned run with 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. So Drew was very good tonight. Threw about 85 pitches out there and looked fresh in the 5th inning. 1-0 to Savala. Swing and a miss on the Vargas fastball, which clocks in at 89 miles an hour. Drew Brown, Yeltsin, and Vargas for the Potters. Brown is second outing of the season. There's a strike. Nice pitch right there by Tyler Vargas. Tomorrow, 1:05. Then Monday is an off day. Tuesday, we're back out here at 6:35 against the South Placer. There's a swing and a miss. 2 outs quickly here in the 7th. In the top of the order, Chris Fisher. The South Placer Stonecutters will be the opposition on Tuesday, June the 9th at 6:35. Then Wednesday's a day off. Then we got a 3-game series Thursday, Friday, and Saturday against these same Peloteros. 1 week from tonight, not only is the great Pat still going to be in here with me, but it will be fireworks. So a lot going on in the week. And then on the 16th, we start a 3-game set, PEL play against the Humboldt Crabs right here at McBean Stadium. First pitch is a strike to Chris Fisher, who has been hit by a pitch, singled, and flied to center, finally making an out back in the 5th inning. Watches that one, and is a ball. 1-1. Really good pitch right there by Tyler Vargas. Had to think about that for an instant. Fisher fouls it out of play, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Chris out of Sierra College. Out in center field for the Peloteros tonight and last night when he was 2 for 3. Another huge 50-50. See, big crowds bring out the big numbers for 50-50. I think we had the Bombers under-10 softball team last night, and they got, I think it was $7 million was something like that in that area. There it's called strike 3. Big pitch right there by Vargas. He has an impressive 1-2-3 7th. Potters fans, it's time to stretch. They lead at 5-2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Potter fans are stretching. We've got a winner of the 50-50. I think their cut is over $600. Is that correct?
$600 to the winner.
$600 to the winner. I got it from her, and she's got the jar of tickets, so I know she knows what she's talking about. Benefiting Lincoln FC. And we're going to start with the top of the order, Ryan Jackson, and our new pitcher, number 19, Ethan Benson, out of Sierra College. the fifth pitcher for the Peloteros. Tanner went 1 inning, gave up 3 hits, a run, and struck out 1. And here's Jackson. Line drive, left field, base hit. Going to chase it to the corner. It's Wasselchuk. Jackson, I know him very well. He's going to go for 2, and he's going to get 2. So Jackson pulls in with the double, his second double of the game. Potter's now with 10 hits. And here is Perrin Bland. So Benson's first pitch is hit into left field by Jackson for a double. Ryan now with 2 doubles and a walk and an RBI, and he scored a run. Here's Perrin Bland, who has a couple of singles and a ground out. Potters lead at 5-2. Bland fouls that one off. 81 from Ethan Benson. Guard started, then Rowland, Nelson, Tanner, and now Benson. Ryan Jackson wants to go, and he's going to get a balk call. As it looks like Benson must have flinched when Jackson was moving around at second base, and that's the second balk of the night called on the Peloteros pitchers. And that's going to move Ryan 90 feet closer and make him 90 feet away and see if P. Bland can pick up another RBI, which would be his team-leading 14th. Infield is back for Peloteros. Line drive right at the second baseman, and he makes the catch. Rain Miller didn't have to move at all. That one was drilled by Bland. And it is just the first down as Chaz McNeilis will be the hitter. He's walked, he struck out, he's grounded to third out of Las Vegas, Nevada, University of Arizona. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander, Ethan Benson. Takes high and outside. 1-0. Can't hit a ball much harder than Bland hit his, but he hit it right at the second baseman, Rain Miller. Jackson leads at third. Benson 1-0 pitch. Right at the second baseman again, but this time on the ground, so a run will score. It's an RBI for McNeilis. Jackson scores his second run of the day. Potters have their 6th, and with 2 outs, Jackson Henderson will be the hitter. He came on for Aiden Diome back in the 5th inning and struck out, so he is 0 for 1. So Henderson settles in against Benson with 2 outs here in the 7th, and the Potters on top 6-2. Trying to make it 10 in a row to start the season in the win column for Lincoln. Benson delivers a strike. Oh and 1 on Jackson. Out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We hope Tuscaloosa is on the call. They're watching right now to see one of their favorite sons. Maybe not their favorite son. There's a lot of favorite sons in Tuscaloosa. But one of them anyway, Jackson Henderson, has a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Hits it sharply to the left of second. Moving over is Sala, picks it up, and that's Rain Miller, and he's not going to be able to make the play. Had it in his sights. That's an error on Miller. And Henderson will reach first. That is 4 errors now on Peloteros. They had 3 of them in the second inning when they allowed 3 runs. And picking up number 4 here as allowing Henderson to get on. And now Ethan Johnson, who has grounded to second. He has struck out and he has doubled. He is out of San Jose, California, University of Missouri. The Tigers. And Ethan settles in with 2 outs, and Henderson, who's not really a threat to go over at first base, at least not yet. Johnson checks the swing and takes down low for a ball 1-0. Sliced a double down the left field line his last at bat. That was on one of the first pitches that David Tanner threw, leading off the 6th inning. That one is too high. The throw behind the runner at first base, not in time. Ruggiero throwing a really accurate throw down to Ferrante, but Henderson just back ahead of the tag. And it's now 2-0 to Johnson. Carson Moore is on deck. That's lifted high in the air. Left fielder, will it stay in play though? And it will not. I've been wanting to call Carson Moore Cameron Moore all season, and I guess I decided to do it today. But we'll fix that. So Mr. Moore is on deck, but it's Ethan Johnson now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Henderson leads short at first. Sales outside, 3-1. No activity, it looks like, in either pen right now, although it looks like somebody's walking out there for the Potters. So it goes to 3-1, whereas the scoreboard says 4-1. Maybe they're just predicting, and they didn't because that's called strike, and he rings him up, but it's only the 2nd strike. Umpire just rang him up on strike 2, and we all make mistakes. I call them Cameron Moore, so, I mean, come on, it's fine. It was a tremendous punch-out, though. And if you punch out a guy in 2 strikes, he's not expecting it, so you're going to get in there. That's popped up. Third baseman Lopez coming over, and he will not have a play. It's right by Fat Cat. Do not mess with Fat Cat. Luckily for you, Evan, the kettle corn is on the other side of the tent, so it wasn't even close to the kettle corn, which you discovered tonight. Thanks to Willie Preston, who turned you on to the kettle corn, and it was very good. Very good. Now, Molly, who used to be in charge of the kettle corn, now she's in charge of the whole kit and caboodle. So the kettle corn has been optioned out. Might be Steven, I'm not sure. Johnson fouls that one down the left field line. That will not be close to Fat Cat, but it will be close to some of the fans out on the grassy knoll out there in left field who are hanging in there on this one, which we're in the bottom of the 7th inning from McBean. Mark the Phantom Low along with Evan the Big E. Hoping to get a Stones-McCoy sighting tonight. Not so far. You never know, though, E. You never know. He's an unpredictable cat. He could show up at any time. 3-2 coming up. Lines it to right field, and that's a base hit. Up against the fence, here comes Henderson around. The throw will come into second base, and Johnson just, his second in a row, just ripped one to right field. Henderson scores all the way from first. It's an unearned run, but Ethan Johnson doesn't mind. He'll take the RBI. Thank you very much, and the Potters lead at 7-2. Just all over that pitch right there, and here is Carson Moore, who has struck out twice and singled. So the error comes back to hurt Peloteros. And Moore steps in. Hitting .500 coming in today. He is now 11 of 23. There's a strike. 0-1. Last night the Potters won. That score was 7-2. They are up by the same score right now. And both nights, quite frankly, the Peloteros have been hurting themselves almost more than the Potters have hurt them with the bat. Peloteros with 3 errors last night, 4 tonight. 0-2 quickly on Carson Moore. Quincy Malbrough, who's had a really good night at the plate, is on deck. That was high and outside. Right at 80 miles an hour from Ethan Benson, the 5th pitcher for the Peloteros, playing just their 2nd game of the season. And they'll be back next week, Thursday through Saturday, for a 3-game set. More swings and misses. 1 run for the Potters in the 7th. We go to the 8th. They are on top now, 7-2.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Potters fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handy...
Top of inning number 8, it'll be Dante Ruggiero, the first batter for the Peloteros, and he will be facing a new pitcher. That left-hander is from Lincoln. His name is Landon Plout. And he will spell Tyler Vargas, who went 1 inning, struck out 2, and didn't give up anything. So that's a good inning for Tyler Vargas. Ruggiero is followed by Wasselchuk and then Ferrante, 2, 3, and 4 against the left-hander from Lincoln and William Jessup University. Plout's slider is inside to Ruggiero, who has popped to short, singled, and then grounded back to the pitcher. 3 for 5 in the series, 1 for 3 tonight. That ball's down low, 2-0. Swing and a miss. Fouls it into the catcher's glove. Same thing. 85 from Landon Plout, but he got that one by Ruggiero. Dante now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Cowbells are ringing. Don't know that we'll have any more performances by the dance troops, which is kind of sad. Although they gave us one dance troupe had 2 innings of work. The other one, the Brazilian dancers, did 1. And they were full innings. They didn't skimp on their routines at all. And like, you don't tell somebody wearing a headdress that your time is up. They do what they do. The 3-1 pitch is swung on a miss. Boy, Dante had himself a cut at that one. I don't know where that one would have ended up had he made contact the way he intended. But I suspect it may not have been in Placer County. Full count on the Peloteros catcher. Opening up inning number 8 here from McBean. Foul back to the screen. Most of the lively crowd still here. As, there's no more beer sales, but, you can still go get a great dog. Grab some Sabores de Mexico down there. Get some kettle corn. Shaved ice is always a great commodity late in the game. That is ball 4. Just a little bit low, and Rogerio gets the base on balls. That'll bring Andrew Wasilchuk up to the plate. Andrew has struck out twice and fly deep to center field. So 0 for 3 after 3 for 4 last night with a home run. Out of Monterey Peninsula College, and he gets the breaking ball, takes a cut, and doesn't make contact, 0-1. Cody Ferrante is on deck, the first baseman tonight. Short lead at first by Rogerio. Wasilchuk swings and misses. Had a fastball which Plout has got up to 88 on that one. 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block behind the plate by Ethan Johnson. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Time called by the umpire as he notices the ball come out of the bullpen where Peloteros is warming up another pitcher. Potters look like there's a guy loosening up, but he's not throwing. Ryan Madsen has been closing a lot of the games for the Potters so far this summer. And Plout's going to go over to first base. I think he had him leaning the wrong way, but he did not give the hard throw to first. And able to get back was Rogerio. So it's 1-2 on Wasilchuk. Andrew out in left field for Peloteros tonight. Played right field last night. Swings and misses. He got him on strikes. 87 from Landon Plout. He gets his first strikeout. That is the 9th strikeout for the Potters pitchers. Here's Cody Ferrante, who has struck out. He's hit a sacrifice fly and he's walked. He scored a run as well. Cody didn't play in last night's game, so making his debut for Peloteros. Drove in a run in the 3rd, scored a run in the 6th. And those are the 2 runs the Peloteros have. Swings and misses at the slider. Plout coming in evil from the left-handed pitcher to the left-handed hitter. That did not look fair on that one. And he will try to maintain that imbalance all through the at-bat. Same thing, but this time Ferrante doesn't offer, and it misses outside. Evens the count up at 1-1. Reminder, tomorrow is the last Sunday afternoon game of the summer. Starts at 1:05 right here. Fastball. Didn't get the call, 2-1. Peloteros are the opposition once again. Stonecutters on Tuesday at 6:35. LincolnPotters.com for tickets and for information on future games. Misses outside, so he started him off 0-1, and now he is up to 3-1. Cruz Lopez, who doubled his last time up, is on deck. And that's ball 4. So Ferrante gets behind and then gets back ahead. Second walk of the inning for Landon Plout, and here is Lopez, who has walked, fly to left, and doubled, was thrown out trying to stretch that into a triple, which is kind of a big play back in the 6th inning. He would have been at third with nobody out. Instead, he was retired, and the next 2 batters were set down by Yeltsin. Cruz takes the breaking ball. It's in there for the strike. Threw the first one to Ferrante right there, and then couldn't find the strike zone to Cody, and starts Lopez off with the strike. Same thing, same result. Really looked like Rogerio wanted to take off at second base. He had a great jump on Plout, but he decided to stay put and let Lopez see another pitch, but Cruz is now 0-2. Fastball is fouled back to the screen. Trying to sneak one by him there on an 0-2 count, and Lopez up to the task to spoil it. Timothy Smith scheduled next. But I will check. I think we're going to get a pinch hitter over there. 0-2 on Lopez. That's in the dirt. And again, Jerry had a heck of a jump. He was at least halfway to third base. And he held up as the pitch is outside. Willie calls for more cowbell, and he gets more cowbell. Well done. That's a little bit too high. I'll leave it up at 2-2. There is some stirring down in the Potter's pen. We had a guy warming up for Peloteros, but they're quiet down there now. 2-2 pitch coming up. Takes it outside. That's a good eye up there by Cruz Lopez. And he's worked the count all the way full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. First and second, 1 out here. Check swing is fouled off. Rogerio is out there. He just wants to steal third so bad, and he's had it a couple of times, but I just don't think he wants to mess with Lopez with 2 strikes. Lopez 1 for 2 last night, 1 for 2 tonight. Pops it out of play. Thought he had it. He wanted to do something with that one. I was a little bit frustrated with himself as the umpire gets a new supply of baseballs, courtesy of Nico O'Rourke, I believe. Well, Evan, they got the light on down at Fat Cat. I think they want you to come back for some more kettle corn. Lays down that one, but it's foul down the first base line. Jackson Henderson over there to cover it. So Lopez keeping it going here, and Plout keeps delivering strikes in full count situation, and Lopez keeps spoiling them. So we'll do it one more time here with Ruggiero at second and Cody Ferrante over at first. Plout thought he might get Ruggiero going, but he's been way out farther than that multiple times during this at bat, and he's staying home on that one. Fastball, call strike 3. Big pitch right there for Landon Plout, his second strikeout. And let's see who we have here. Got a pinch hitter for Timothy Smith. There's number 8, and that is Aiden McKinnon. So McKinnon making his first appearance, and he takes inside, and a great block by Ethan Johnson. Aiden came into last night's game and was 0 for 2. Oh, he's talking to the umpire. The umpire says, who are you again? McKinnon, sir. And we've got it all figured out. Don't worry about it. Aiden coming to us from Jesup University. So he has seen Landon Plout in action before. And he takes the fastball for a strike. 86 from Landon. I just want to see if Ruggiero will take off at second. He's been threatening to do it for the last dozen pitches. Nobody really holding him on. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Another 87-mile-an-hour fastball from the left-hander Landon Plout. a Lincoln native, to be sure. I'm not a native, but I've been here a while. One-two pitch high and outside with the fastball as he gets to 88. But McKinnon lays off to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That is just a little low. 3-2. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts here in the inning. And McKinnon could go either way here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The cowbells, the crescendo of cowbell starts. Even Evans helping out with his castanet or whatever you call him. 3-2 pitch, call, strike 3 inside corner. So 2 walks and 3 strikeouts adds up to no runs in the inning. We go to the bottom of inning number 8. Potters on top 7-2.
You are laborers rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of inning number 8, Jared Hackney is in behind the plate. He's out of 12 Bridges High School. He will be catching the new pitcher whose name escapes me. No, it doesn't. It's Reed Harris. It's right there, number 29. So Harris on the mound, Hackney behind the plate, and the batter is Quincy Malbrough, who is 3 for 3. So he is doing quite well tonight. He has scored a run. He has driven in a run, and he has a single in the second, in the fourth, and in the sixth. Harris delivers, and there's a line drive up the middle and in knocked off the glove of the shortstop, and will give Marlboro his 4th hit of the night. That is hit number 5, 9, 10, 11, 12 for the Potters. And here's Luke Euler, who was struck out, fly to left, and reached on an error. Out of Rockland, California, Luke Euler. And that fastball is in there for a strike at 83. Euler followed by Mays Madsen. We have 7, 8, and 9. Marlboro 4 hits from the 7th spot. and gets away from Hackney. A wild pitch will move Marlboro over to second base. So Harris, 1 ball and 1 strike on Luke Euler. There goes Marlboro to third. The throw by Hackney, and the third baseman fell down. So Marlboro will score. It's a hard luck error. It's got to be charged to Hackney. But the third baseman, Lopez, fell down, covering the bag, and Marlboro's going to get a stolen base and score on the error. 5th error for the Peloteros tonight, and the Potters put another run up on the board. They lead it now 8-2. A 1-2 count now on Luke Euler. That is really a hard luck error to Hackney because the throw is right where it was supposed to be, but I can't really give an error to the guy who fell down. So my options are limited here, as Euler has a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Chopper, that's going to be a tough play. Harris has it, though. Over to first by a step. And Euler is retired. So 1 out here in the 8th inning, and that'll bring up Mays Madsen, who's flied out twice and singled. Madsen flied to right, he flied to center, and he singled. The fly to right was a great play by Levi Van Patten, diving in right center field. That's way back in the 2nd inning. Madsen shows bunt, gets out of the way very quickly as the ball came right at him. And it's 1 ball and no strikes on the center fielder from St. George, Utah. 2 for 7 coming in tonight. So now 3 for 10 on the year is Mays Madsen. Made some fine catches in center field. He shows bunt again, pulls it back again. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. 1 out, 1 in here in the 8th. Potter's looking to wrap this one up, go 2-0 in the series. Madsen takes ball 3. Top of the order, which would be Ryan Jackson on deck for your Lincoln Potters, wearing their Hispanic Heritage Night jerseys, which are being auctioned off as we speak. There's a strike. Guard, Rowland, Nelson, Tanner, Benson, and now Harris. Madsen hits it high in the air and pretty well into right center field. Moving over is Fisher, and he will make the catch. So Madsen is the 2nd out here in the inning. And that will bring up the leadoff man, Ryan Jackson, who has a pair of doubles and a walk tonight. He has scored twice. He has driven in a run. He is out in left field for the Potters. Out of El Cajon, California is Ryan Jackson, and San Diego State University, same as Carson Moore. And he watches that one all the way to ball 1. Harris works from the stretch. 1-0 pitch, nice fastball in there for a strike at 84. Got in there seemingly quicker than the 84 would seem to indicate, but 1 ball and 1 strike nonetheless. Good crowd tonight, a lot of fans hanging around. They want to see this one ended. They want to see this one wrapped up for the Potters. We do have activity in the bullpen. I don't know that that's Ryan Madsen. It has been in the past to close it out. We got Ryan last night. 2-1. That's chopped very slowly. Going to be a tough play for Lopez, and he guns it to first, but not in time. And Jackson has a 3 at night with the infield single. Second hit of the inning for the Potters, and it will bring up Perrin Bland. Bland is grounded out, singled, and lined out to second. So he is 2 for 4 tonight, 18 of 36 on the season. That's a nice block by Hackney. He can't find it, but it's right in front of him. And he kept Ryan Jackson at first base. And it's a 1-ball, no strike count on Bland out of Meridian, Mississippi. Population around 35,000, I'm told. Jack swinging the throw to second base, and Jackson is in there. Kind of a double clutch by Hackney. And safe at second is Ryan Jackson, who does like to steal. 1 ball and 1 strike on Bland. He's got a runner in scoring position now. Down the line, that's a fair ball. It'll go all the way down the left field line. It'll score easily as Jackson. And Bland is going to cruise into second base with his 14th RBI of the season. Gives the Potters a 9-2 lead. Third hit of the night for P. Bland. 14 hits for the Potters. Here's Chaz McNeilis will be the hitter. He's walked, he's struck out, grounded out twice. He does have an RBI tonight. Left-hand hitting right fielder. Takes a fastball and it's a strike. So the Potters have scored twice here in the 8th. They lead it now 9-2. Here comes the ball from the bullpen. Right across the old field there. Oh and 1 now. Harris checks Bland at just a little inside off speed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lifted left field down the line. It'll probably be a foul ball. Chasing it in left field. Man, really giving chase was Wazelchuk. And it is on the grassy knoll out of play. 1-2 now on McNeilis out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Got 4 RBI on the season, just 10 official at bats. So good ratio there by Chaz. That's inside. Another nice block by Hackney behind the plate. Evens the count up at 2-2. If Chaz reaches, it will be Jackson Henderson on deck. That gets away on a wild pitch, and going to third is Bland. So full count now on Chaz McNeilis. Pop up, left side, shortstop calling for it. Now the third baseman, that is Lopez, and he will make the catch for the out. So Potters scored 2 in the 8th. We go to the 9th. They are on top 9-2.
Is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
We are back for the top of the ninth, McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. Matthias Michel is the new pitcher for the Potters. He is the 5th pitcher. Started out with Drew Brown, then Yeltsin, Vargas, Plout, and Michel. Plout went 1 inning, gave up 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, no runs. And here's Rain Miller, who is 0 for 3 so far. He'll face Michel, who's making, I believe, his 2nd appearance, headed for the University of Connecticut and out of Sierra College. And his fastball is poured inside for a ball. .94 miles an hour. E, are you checking that for me? We'll do it again, and it's still 2-0. Miller out of Jessup University. That's William Jessup University to you, and Rain is playing at second base tonight. And he pops that one foul. Is he going to get out of play? Henderson runs into the umpire, and it is foul, out of play. Many, many kids down the right field line run after it, which is what you're supposed to do. So it's 2-1. Miller followed by Levi Van Patten, and then Devin Savala, 7, 8, and 9. For Peloteros here. That's a strike. 93 for Michel. And Rain Miller now even in the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Potter scored in every inning except for the 1st and 3rd tonight. Amassing a 9-2 lead here in the top of the 9th. Fastball has to be called strike 3. And it isn't, so you just have to live with that. You have to accept it and you have to move on. You have to power through it. All indications are that it was a pretty good pitch, but you got to come back. That's chopped down the first base line. It is just foul. Henderson runs it down in foul territory. Michel throwing 93 and 94 at Rain Miller, and Rain is staying alive, trying to start something for his Peloteros here in the top of the 9th inning, in their 2nd game of the 2026 campaign. Not a good cowbell representation, even though it's late here in the 9th inning. And Moroccos, or whatever those are called. That's down low. So Ray Miller works the walk. And that'll bring up Levi Van Patten, who has singled, walked, and grounded to second. He is the right fielder out of Yuba College. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Matthias Michel. That's in the dirt again. A nice block back there by Ethan Johnson. One and 0, short lead by Miller. Breaking pitch. It looks like he definitely went around, and they say no, he did not. So it's now 2-0. Chopper up the middle. Handled at second, flipped to short for one. Bland guns it to first. Gets by, and Van Patten's going to go to second. The throw is in time, and he's out. So that sort of was a double play, but not the way you'd really draw it up. But it worked out anyway. So it goes 4-6 to 3-6. Double play. That's the way it works. That's how you do it here. Looks like Lamont Bufford is the hitter, or Bufford, excuse me. So Bufford will hit here in the 9th inning for Sabala. It was 0 for 3. And he will take a ball. Lamont out of Cabrillo College. So Van Patten gets a fielder's choice on that one. And 2 outs here in the inning, but a 2-0 count on Bufford. That's slice foul over the food court there down the third base line. 2 balls and 1 strike on the pinch hitter, Bufford. That's fouled nearly the same place, a little bit further back though, so it's 2-2. And uh-oh, here comes the last strike guy. I forgot. He's got the crowd going. He's getting them going down the third base line. He's got good intentions. He's got pure intentions in his heart, you can tell. He's not as cutthroat as the last guy, and he's got the fans behind home plate rising as one. Cheering on the pitcher, Matthias Michel. There he goes. He's got it going. I like it. I like good energy. Good energy, young man. LSG. Call. Oh, man, that is inside. 3-2. Michel is pitching to a very small plate in this 9th inning. And that was 93, and it looked to be right in the inside corner, but it's now a full count. Fouls it off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The tension mounts. The last strike guy doing what he can, but he can't call the balls and strikes. I mean, he can only do what he can do. He's got to keep on moving. He's got to keep on doing what he's doing. Now he's just kind of doing the clapping. He's got to do the yelling. Swings and misses, and he got him on strikes, and that's your ball game. The strikeout is the 12th by Potters pitchers today. So our final score is 9-2 in favor of the Potters. They win their 10th straight game, drop the Peloteros to their 2nd straight loss. Want to shout out a couple of players. Ryan Jackson was 3 for 4 with a couple of doubles, 3 runs scored and an RBI. Perrin Bland was 3 for 5 with an RBI. Ethan Johnson 2 for 4. He scored 1. He drove in 1. Quincy Malbrough 4 for 4. He scored 2. And he drove in 1, but our player of the game, at least from this vantage point, our starting pitcher was Drew Brown. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. He walked 3, and he struck out 5 in the longest effort by a Potters pitcher so far this season. So congratulations to Drew Brown for our player of the game. Congratulations to the Potters for bringing home their 2nd win of the series. This went 9-2. Congratulations to Potters manager Eli Garcia, who skippered his Roseville Tigers to the NorCal section title today. So a lot of stuff going on here at McBean tonight on Hispanic Heritage Night, and it all ends up with the Potters win 9-2. That's all for us. Mark the Phantom Low, the Big E right there. We say thank you for watching. We will see you next time. Good night, everybody.
And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. We're gonna call it by a brand new name. Ooh. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please.
something